we have another speaker, and this is some amazing content and a lot of things he has done, and very, very famous for a lot of events. And also, I just want to give stage to you, Gomati, and then please, all the best for this session, please. Okay?
Thank you so much. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh, but
Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Dr. Gomathi and I'm thrilled to be here with you today. So, as a proud recipient, I'll just take 1 minute of time to tell this. So, I'm a proud recipient of Microsoft Most Valuable Professional, and my journey has been driven by deep passion for machine learning, transformative potential within the field of technology. So, um, so today in this presentation, let me just, yeah, I hope you all can see my screen, right? A thumbs up
yes,
for, yeah.
yes, we can say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So in this presentation, we will focus on using Python to extend the visualization capabilities of Power BI. And our goal today is to understand the importance of powerful data visual. Okay. And we will explore how to integrate Python in Power BI to create tailored visualization. And we will also learn the basics of getting started with Python visuals in your Power BI report. We will have a demo as well with the case study. So let us have a small introduction about Power BI. Power BI is a powerful business intelligence suite from Microsoft. It excels at helping you connect to various data sources, transform and clean the data. And then you can create interactive visualizations and dashboard with the help of Power BI. So the key strengths of Power BI are it's a user-friendly interface, which is designed for ease of use, even for those without extensive technological background. So you can easily use Power BI, you can learn it. And Power BI will let you pull data from spreadsheet, databases, cloud services, and everywhere. From everywhere, you can pull the data. You can shape and clean your data to optimize reports. Okay, of course, the purpose of visualization is to create a report and the dashboard. And you can choose from a simple to complex graphs, charts, and maps as well. And you can easily share reports and dashboards across your organization, fostering data driven decisions. So as you all know, we have Power App. So Power App is to design an application, okay, like a mobile application or tablet application, whereas Power BI is used to design dashboards and to give a business intelligence, that is to derive a proper decision in a right time. So that is what the purpose of the Power BI. Okay, so we should understand why we need a storytelling, why we need to choose a visual effect than any other storytelling. Okay, like any other, instead of going with the textual data, why we need specifically a visual like a bar chart or a graph or something. So basically, our brain process visual faster than the text. Okay, so you can see here, this is a sample data. Okay, imagine if the same data is there with you, if it is a more than 10,000 records, then is that possible to for you to derive what is there in this particular data? No, right? If you take this, okay, the same data I have converted into a visual format. So what happens, you can easily understand which one is having a higher area, that is a square meter, and which one is having a lowest area square meter and everything. So this is what the power of the storytelling. So study shows that we process images 60,000 times faster than plain text. Okay, and it is easier to spot insights and relationships when looking at a visual versus a block of numbers. So this is a block of number, where this seems to be little because since we I'm just showing you only 5 records, so it might be easy for you to understand. But think about if this area square feet is not in a proper sorted manner. Okay, or if you have nearly 10 to 100 records, then it will be little hectic for you to understand how it goes, right? So it is always better to go with a visual than the numbers. And we are far more likely to remember visual represented in information. So like instead of information, if it is in a visual format, we will definitely like it. And compelling visuals drive home the importance of data informed decisions. Okay, so a carefully crafted visual can leave a lasting impression, leading to stronger recall and ultimately a better decision making for the data. So that is why I'm choosing Power BI. So you can ask me, Gomati, already I have Power BI. That is the biggest visual. That is where we are doing everything. Like we are creating a graphs, we are creating a reports, dashboards. Then why should I go for Python into Power BI? What are the limits? So there we have to understand why Power BI, why we have to use Python. Okay, why we need Python into Power BI. So the first limitation is what this is what the limitation that is this is what not the drawback but the limitations of Power BI is what limited chart types. So we have the chart type. So though it has a diverse set of visuals, but any specific chart, for example, if you wanted to go with a regression plot or if you wanted to create a 3D plot, okay, so there you have to customize it even more better. Okay, that is not directly available in Power BI. Of course, that few might be available in your marketplace. Okay, you can import Power BI, but anyhow, exactly like to get the proper insight from the data that is not directly from the basic visuals available in Power BI. And that another thing is what standard visual often lack the fine grained control over colors, fonts, layouts, everything. Okay, and standard visuals might not be provide the level of interactivity. For example, you have bar chart, you have line chart, but if you want to go with some more additional charts than the normal visual, so if you want to stand out of other reports, then definitely you need something to be added into Power BI. And large data set restrictions are there because Python can handle multiple data if you just convert it into a data frame. Okay, whereas Power BI, little those who are users of Power BI can really understand if it is more than 1 GB or something, you can literally you will just face some data restrictions. So that is why we are just entering into the Python in Power BI. So Python's data visualization library like Matplotlib, Seaborn, Plotly, Pandas, which provide unparalleled control over design and functionality. So here with Python in Power BI, we can build customized statistical plots, complex scientific diagrams, industry specific visuals, and unique charts tailored to your data, specifically for your data. And then next one is what you can create visuals that react to user input or integrate with other elements of your Power BI dashboard. And with Python, you can transcend the limitation of Power BI's built-in visuals and achieve visually stunning results. That is why we need Python here. Okay, let us understand this with the practical use cases. Okay, so a tech company collects customer feedback via survey. So I have a survey data as well here. So this is the data. So I hope you can see my complete screen, right? Whether the Excel sheet is visible. I have shared the entire screen.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes,
great.
we can see.
Great.
Gomati, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, a tech company collects a customer feedback. Okay. So here, the tech company wants to go beyond the average satisfaction score and uncover relationship between product features, usage patterns, and customer support factors impacting overall sentiment. So this is what the case study. Okay. So here, how we can use Python in Power BI and we can achieve this particular visual. So I'm going to show you the demo for creating a violin plot and a regression plot. Okay, so violin plot, for example, your customer satisfaction survey. You have a customer satisfaction survey. So this is what the data which I have. Okay, so we can use the survey rating. So we can here you have the survey customer satisfaction. Okay, so Python violin chart will showcase the distribution of customer satisfaction score. And that is it will layer the demographic category so you can layer it properly. And with this visualization, you can distribute like you can show the distribution rather than just averages can highlight like highlight on the satisfied or dissatisfied customers, then an average score. You can either go with a bar chart. Okay, you can ask me. So it's between 1 to 5, right? You can go ahead with the bar chart, but you need some unique visual to showcase that. Okay, so let us try to create that particular chart here. Okay, for that we have to open Python. I have opened Python. Sorry, we have to open Power BI. Okay, so if you are trying with me, I can go slow, or else I'll just tell you, because we have to design two plots. Okay, so here, once if you launch Power BI, you can see that this is what the screen looks like. Okay, so you have to just click this report. Okay, I'm using Power BI desktop. I'm using Power BI desktop. In Power BI services, you cannot see the Python or R script. Okay, so we can create it here and then we can publish it to the services, Power BI services. So this is what here you can see. You have to click on this report. So I'll show you right from importing the data. Okay, this is how your Power BI desktop looks like. So you have to get the data. Okay, so my data is actually in a CSV format. If you want to know what is a CSV format, you can just unmute and let me know, or else I'm just proceeding further. Okay, so here you can stop me if you have any queries, even though there is a final session will be there for Q&A. In between, if you're trying with me, then you can stop me and ask me the query. Okay, let us first import the data here. I'm just clicking on the CSV. I'm going to use the CSV file. And this is my customer satisfaction CSV file. Click open, where you can see the CSV file, which is there with the data. Okay, it will connect. For better speed, I have just limited to the few data records. Okay, so here you can see this is the comma separated value. I don't have any ETL process, like TLP transformation process to be happen. So I'm just going to load this. Okay, so this is where you can load the data. Just click on load. So once if you load the data, you can find your data will be available on the right side. That is on the data pane. Okay, so this is your data pane. You can find the data, that is your columns, each and every column, and here. So we will call it as attributes. We will call it as dimensions and measures. Okay, so either way. So here you can find the record, that is the data which is imported. Okay, so just if you expand, you can find the data. So if you want to use Python, the first option is what? You have to install Python. Okay, you have to install Python in your system. I have already installed it. If you want, I can share the link from where you have to install the Python. Okay. See, understand clearly, we are not going to install Python inside Power BI. Okay, we are going to install Python in your desktop or a laptop. Got it? And then where you have installed Python, that specific path you have to give it here. Okay, where we are going to assign it, you have to go to this file. So here you can see this is the file. So there you have options and settings. Just click on this file. Okay, you have options and settings here. So this is options and settings. Okay, just click that options and settings where it will show you options. Okay, the first step is you have to install Python in your laptop or desktop. It will take a little time. So that is why I have already installed in order to avoid the time. That is in order to avoid the extended time. So here you can see Python scripting. Okay, so in this option, it will be there in everyone's Power BI desktop. Here you have to give the path, exact path where you have installed Python. So I have installed my Python in this path. So I have given here that path. Okay, this is the important step if you wanted to use Python. Okay, so you have to install Python. Don't go with any Anaconda. Anyhow, even if you install Anaconda ID or any other ID, it may install that, but it is better to install Python separately in your laptop. Okay, and once you have completed this, no, you are ready to use Python. Okay, so let us just click on. Let us just start using Python. So this is where your visuals, you can just insert your visual, okay, on the top of the home page. So I'm just going to click here. If you just scroll down, you can see two options. Okay, this is Py is for Python visual. And if you want to use R script, you can go with an R visual. So click on this Py visual. So once if you click this Py with visual, it will ask you whether you have to enable the scripting visuals. Okay, so here you can just click on enable. Okay, once if you click enable, your Python scripting will be enabled. Okay, so what we are going to use it was we are going to use the product category and the customer satisfaction. Okay, so which field you want, you have to select it from here. Okay, I want the product category and the customer satisfaction. So you can select what are the fields you want. Just select this.
From where, which place you enabled it? Can
Uh,
you do it again?
yeah, from the options you're asking.
Yeah, so you said
Yeah, I can
enable
show.
the Python.
No, once if you install Python, like, sorry, I'll just show you again. Don't worry, 1 minute. I'm removing it. So you can go and click here. Just click on this Python visual. Okay. Is that fine till now?
Yeah.
Once if you
No,
click,
Gomati.
yeah.
Python scripting you showed, right? Where it we need to open on the options.
Okay, on options and setting. Yeah, 1 minute. I'll just show you again. Go to this file. Okay, file menu. So here you can see options and settings. Okay. Here you have to click on this options. And once if you click on the options, it will take you to the options pane. Okay, so here you have Python scripting. Yes, fine.
Yes, Gomati,
On the
continue.
visual, you mentioned need to edit, enable. Where it is?
Yeah, you once if you, I have already enabled, so that is why it is showing. So once if you add the Python visual, it will ask you whether you wanted to enable it.
Okay, got it.
Once if you add, it will ask you whether you wanted to enable. Okay, got it? Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So now we are going to create a violin chart, okay, with the product category and the customer satisfaction. So let me just click on this product category. So you have to add the Python visual and then select product category and customer satisfaction. Okay, this is a very important step. Please just listen here. So the thing is what once you have added this, you can see that the top 6 lines have been commented. Okay, don't think that, don't delete this. Okay, because this is for Power BI. It is instructing Power BI that whatever the attribute you have selected, it has been converted into a data frame and stored it in the data set. Okay, you cannot think that this is the comment, I don't want this, I can delete this. No, please don't do that. Okay, it is once if you selected whatever, even if you select multiple attribute, all these attribute will be converted into a data frame with the pandas library, and it will be stored in a data set. So we have to use from the data set. Okay, the first thing which you should always remember. So this is the one, and you
Sorry,
have to,
Gomati.
yeah, please tell me.
Yeah, I have a doubt. Whenever you select those two, like two product, one is product category and customer satisfaction, immediately
Hmm.
we can see this pop up, right?
Yeah, you
This
can see
Python
this
script.
property. Yeah,
Okay.
you can see
Okay.
this.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, great. So you have to start any other queries, because this is where everyone will get confused. That is why I'm just giving some space. Okay, so this is here is where you have to start coding. Okay, you can start typing from the next line, or you can start typing here. Okay, so you have to import the necessary files. If you want, you can import necessary file. I am using Seaborn, okay, Seaborn package in order to visualize the violin chart. So if you are using your Python as a new one, okay, you are just brand new, you have connected with the Python now, so you have to install Seaborn. So how to install? Just go to the command prompt. Okay, just press your Windows key, go to the command prompt, and then you can use pip install Seaborn. Okay, I have already installed, so it will show you the requirement satisfied. So pip install is the command which is used to install the packages of Python. Okay, pip is what the command to use Python, and install is the command in order to install any packages. Not only for Seaborn, whatever the package, if you wanted to install it for Python, you have to use pip install. Okay, I have launched the command prompt from my Windows key. Okay, from Windows, you have to launch the command prompt because you have installed your Python in your desktop. So you have to use this and press enter. So once if you press enter, your Seaborn package will be installed. It's already there, so it is showing requirement satisfied. So if you are using Seaborn, like now, if you are going to use it, so please try to install it in your Python. Okay, so we are going to use code here. I'll just explain the code, okay, because it will take time. I have already typed the code and kept it, okay. So I'll be installing Seaborn, and also you have to install Matplotlib, okay. And this is an alias name as SNS. I have used SNS because always I cannot go and type cbond dot. Okay. So this is a package name, and inside from that package name, I'm going to access a class. I'm going to access a function or anything. So that is why I have just given an alias name for that, cbond as SNS. And Matplotlib is an another visual, that is another package in order to create visualization in your Python. And matplotlib.pyplot is a class inside a matplotlib package, and I'm just giving an alias name for PLT. Okay, this as is not mandatory, but if you cannot always go and type cbond dot matplotlib.pyplot dot. So that is why I have just given here. Okay, and now I'm just going to create a plot. Okay, so here we have imported all the necessary packages. That is the very first step in Python. So you have to import whatever the packages you're going to use, you're going to import it. Okay, and the next one is what we are going to use this style white grid. Okay, this will set a background of the plot to white with grid lines. Okay, which will give you some more readability and some aesthetics to your plot. Okay, and then we are going to create a violin plot. Okay, and this is the violin plot we are going to create. So plt dot figure. So plt is what the that is a matplotlib.pyplot. So from pyplot, that is a plt dot figure is what the function name. Okay, it has this class has these functions. So what does this figure will do? It will initialize a new figure with a specific size. Okay, 12 inches and 8 inches tall, 12 inches wide and 8 inches tall. If you wanted to make it even more bigger, you have to give the width and the height here. This is width, this is height. Okay, this is one is width and this one is a height, and figure will initialize a new figure. Okay, which the size can be adjusted according to your requirement. And the next one is what you're going to create a violin plot. I have to create a violin plot. So violin plot is there in my Seaborn. So I'm just going to use this SNS. Okay, this is what the alias SNS dot violin plot, which will create a violin plot. Okay, this is my function. And inside that function, I have to use few things. Okay, I have to tell what is the x-axis and what is the y-axis. Okay, I hope you all are with me. X-axis, I'm going to plot product category in the x-axis and the customer satisfaction in the y-axis. Okay, so this violin plot is a function, and inside that violin plot is a function, and inside that I have to pass some parameters like what is the x-axis, what is the y-axis, and what is the data set I'm going to use. Okay, because we have already created a data set, right? We have already stored the attributes inside the data set. So you have to tell, okay, what are the data set you're going to use. So I'm going to use the data. Data is equal to data set. Okay, that is what's stored here. You can see in my data set, this is a variable, and I have stored the product category and the customer, and make this as x-axis and make this as a y-axis. Okay, so I'm just telling these things. And palette is equal to muted. So I am just not using any color palette option. Okay, you can choose the color palette for the plot. So muted is the palette option in a Seaborn, which provides a softer colors. Okay, like color combinations or something. And then next one is split. Okay, we have a split. These are all the parameters. The mandatory parameter is what? X-axis, y-axis, and the data set. Okay, here as of Power BI. So these two are optional. If you wanted to give, you can see the better colorings. And then you can see this is a plot dot title. If you want to give the title for that particular plot. So this title is the function which we are getting it from the matplotlib. Okay, matplotlib.pyplot, specifically from the pyplot class. So I'm just giving the title. So all your strings should be enclosed within the single quotes. So my string is what? Customer satisfaction by product category is in the single quotes. And then X label, if you wanted to label the X axis. So I want to give the label for the X axis and label for the Y axis. So X label is what? Product category, and Y label is what? The customer satisfaction. Okay. I think all is good. So
Yep.
anything, do you want to, yeah, please. Got it. Okay. So if you have any queries, you can ask me. I'm just going to paste this here. So I have pasted this. You can see this is what we have explained. And once you have pasted this, you have to press this play button. Okay, this is the play button. Once if you click on this play button, you can see that it is processing. Okay, you have to give some time. No, few people oh, I have already executed the code, it is not coming out, so you have to wait until this processing is completed. Then you can see the violin plot. Hopefully it's still processing. Okay, so this is how you can write the code. The first thing is you have to install Python, and then you have to configure Python inside Power BI. That is another important step here. And you can, even if you don't want this duplicate, you can delete this. Wow, fantastic. Let me check Python code design, create visuals, make sure Python script results and plot. Okay. uh, okay, I have to show this. Okay, plt.show. So Python, finally you have to go with the plt.show, which is to display the Python. Okay, that visual, you have to display the visual, right? So you have plotted everything, but finally I haven't displayed anything, so that is why it is showing the error. Yes. So this is the violin plot which is created, and you can see that this is the customer satisfaction for the books. And if your data, like, because since it is having a few data and it is showing for the categories, category wise rating. Okay, this is your violin plot. So in between you can see, okay, here the dark line, you can see this is what the average line. Okay, and if your data, if you are having nearly more records, and with the varying rating and thing, you can find even more better violent lot. And because for faster execution, I have just used it, like I have just used the simple one. Okay, so you can find that this is your x-axis. Okay, product category, we have labeled the product category as x-axis, and customer satisfaction rating as y-axis, and your violent plot heading, that your plot label title should be in the customer satisfaction product category, which is there in the as the title. Okay, as the title. So this will be interactive as well. So if you are using multiple visual from Power BI, and if you are selecting any specific thing, it will show you the interactive visual as well. Shall we go for the next one, regression plot, or you just want, you have any queries?
Gobat, is Aroh here. Just want to get the things now. I'm first time using the Power BI with the
Mm-hmm,
Python.
mm-hmm.
First time I'm just want to try it out, but is some issue happened like what you showed that the show doesn't work right? Any
Yeah,
troubleshooting tips you can have? Just not now, maybe later. That if there's the Python script is not working in the part in Power BI, what is the first or second thing to be troubleshoot, and so at least the people can understand how it works and all. I mean,
yeah.
I'm first time trying this thing at first time. So I mean, for the
Mm-hmm.
people who are new to Python with but they have experience in Power BI, any
Great.
troubleshooting step you can tell, not now, maybe when you're done with the session, is very
Yes.
useful for us.
Yes, yes, sure. I'll just go with this one, okay, so that I can show what error we got. You can easily understand. It's a great question. Thank you for asking. So the thing is what, here it will clearly tell you what is the error. Okay. Let me show you the error. So see, because since I haven't used the show, if you click, there will be like it is showing can't display visual, and you can see the details as well. It will clearly tell you that, see, it is showing no image was created. Okay, it cannot create an image. The Python code didn't result in creating any visual. and make sure the Python script results in a plot to Python default device. The only drawback in using Python in Power BI is what you can only see as a visual. You cannot display a measure, or you cannot display a string into it. Okay, so it will clearly tell you what is the problem. And if you are using a different package, okay, which is not installed, um, if you are using a different package, probably I have installed everything. Any other packages, if you know, can you please tell me? I have installed almost all the pandas, tkinter, everything is there installed here. Any other package? I can show you another error message which you can face. Like if the package is not installed,
NumPy
NumPy
maybe
is already
instant.
there. Great
Already
one.
installed. Okay, okay.
Um, Okay, just at the end of the session, please figure out
Yeah,
any
yeah.
package. Okay, just take. Okay, I'll just try to import Altair. I think I haven't installed here Altair as ALT. Okay, but I haven't used it here. No, okay. Um, ALT dot title, and I'm just going to give some title. Okay, and ALT dot show. Let me just try this. Whether it is showing what the error which I'm expecting. Uh, because what you have asked, no, those questions which I have already, those things which I have already faced it. Okay, see, it is showing Python script error module not found. Altair module I haven't installed in my Python, like in my command prompt or on the top of the Python. So it is showing module not found. So in this case, if you are finding this error, you have to go to your command prompt and start installing
Install
pip.
the
Yeah, great.
specific module to install. Yeah,
Exactly.
okay. This is similar
Exactly.
kind of concept. Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
So it will show you clear thing, like it will show you exactly what is the error you are facing. Okay, so if you are facing anything, like at the end I'll be showing my LinkedIn thing. If you have facing anything and you cannot figure it out, you can just send me a message. I will help you out.
Sure, sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, great. So next thing, I
How
hope you all are
secure it is?
yes. Sorry.
How secure it is on an enterprise level? Because sometimes these open sources enterprise usually have their own concerns from a security perspective, correct?
Okay,
So
yeah.
in case, so how because and usually they don't let you install everything and anything on your system. So how do we cater? Is there security because it's an open source from Python perspective? So uh, do we have any security guidelines from the Python team itself or those teams that whether how secure it is? Have we done it on the enterprise level perspective?
It's a great question. So the thing is, like, Python itself is basically provide you a better security. Once if you install and get into Power BI, we can enable the role level security. So of course your
No, no,
data
no.
will.
I'm more worried from my infrastructure from a Python perspective. I got that row level security is this in within Python, that is Power BI perspective. Right? I was
Okay.
checking more from a Python because you're installing it, and usually on in enterprise level you can't even install anything or everything on your systems, correct? So
Okay.
so have we ever integrated Python with Power BI at an enterprise level
Yeah,
perspective?
I have used and I have demonstrated in many POs like POCs. Okay, like machine learning. I have integrated. I have showcased the machine learning stuff as well. They are really very impressed, and this will not.
I
It's
think
not more unsecured according to my perspective, because Python itself is will provide you. Though you can argue like it's an open source, but it's really it won't violate any of your security issues. So it's completely up to
Okay.
your IT perspective, like whether
but
if they are not really ready to install Python, then
a need for approval. I think
yeah, you
sometimes,
need a yes,
yeah,
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
for admin approval required. So whenever you want to install anything, just you have to get approval. Then
Yeah.
maybe is
Amit
it
No, no,
is
I
useful
was
for
checking
your
at
project?
what
Then they will
levels we
allow.
have already have those parts. That was the reason. That was the question. Okay. Another one is that you said that it's only for visualization, but we have Python and R for even for the Power Query side also, right? We can even wrangle the data with
Yeah.
Python
You
and
can, yeah, here in your Python, sorry, Power BI desktop, you can show, like, if you are using it in this particular space, Python, you can only visual. But if you go with the Power Query editor, okay, you can use Python in order to generate the data. You can do ETL. Everything is possible where it will be creating for your complete column and everything. I'm just talking about about this particular place. If you are creating something in this level, okay, in this space, only you can display as a visual.
Okay. Okay.
Got it? Yeah.
But just
Okay.
just one. I think we have met the time. I mean, we still have time. I mean, what we can do later, right? Maybe you can give some documentation about how the Python is
Yes, yes,
secure
yes.
and all. It is much easier for the audience, so that we are manage the time because we have only a few minutes left for the
Yeah, yeah.
session.
I'll
So
complete fast. Don't
yeah,
worry.
no, no, it's
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
can
it's not.
totally.
I mean, I because I asked for troubleshooting. Some people also
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
for the
yeah, yeah,
questions,
yeah.
so it's much easier that maybe later on you can just put some resources, maybe our LinkedIn or something. Then people can
Sure,
gather. Yeah, yeah.
sure, sure, sure. It's a
Thanks a
great
lot for
idea.
your
Sure.
time. Really, really good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Thanks.
yeah, sure. So we will go with the regression plot. I'll complete and we will have a Q&A. So the purpose of regression plot is to visualize the relationship between two variables, okay, often with the goal of understanding how one variable affects another. So this type of plot can help in understanding the trends, patterns, and the strength of the relationship between the variables. So this will be often using in the statistical terms, where it will be useful to fit and display a regression model where one variable is considered dependent on the another variable. Okay, so let us just see that with the example. I'm going to I'm going to use this is a Python which I have used it. So I'm going to use the customer age, okay, and the sales, okay, like which age of customers is giving me more sales, like that. Okay, so for this, you can see the data frame is already created, and I'll be showing you the thing here. That is a program here. So as usual, here you have to import the data. I have used the same library. Probably in another session, we can discuss with any other different libraries. Okay, so here you can see SNS. So as I have already told you why we are setting this. Okay, and here we are creating a regression plot. So plot dot figure, this is the setting, like setting the space, like what is the size I want, everything. And this one is SNS dot reg plot. Okay, this SNS dot reg plot is what the function which we use to create a regression line. Okay, between the x, like what you are going to keep it for x axis and what you're going to keep it for the y axis, what is the data set, and what color you want. I want a blue color. Okay, and how it has to mark. I will show you where this marker is working. Okay, just hold on and stay with me. And next one is a plot dot title. We have already discussed this regression plot, and x label and y label, and finally we have to go with the plot dot show. I'm just copying this. I'm going to paste this here. And finally, we can just execute this code to see how it works. Let us wait, and we'll also understand what is the inference from this. Okay, so regression line. So this is what the regression plot, it is showing the regression line. The marker I showed you, right? This is the marker. So I'm using the plus. It should be there. Okay, so this regression line, which is a blue color line, right? So here you can see this one is the regression line. Okay, which represents the best fit line through the data points, which is the best fit line. So it models the relationship between the customer age. So we are trying to relate the customer age and the sales. Okay, the slope of this line suggests the nature of the relationship, how the customer age and sales are related with each other. So if the line slopes downwards, okay, here it is actually showing downwards. Okay, it indicates a negative relationship, meaning that as customer age increases, the sales tends to decrease. Okay, you can see this is the customer age. So at the age of 20 your sales increases, but as the customer age is increased, your sales is going down. Okay, and if the line is sloping upward, which is not here, it would indicate a positive relationship, meaning that the customer age increases, the sales is also increases. Okay, so this is the one. And the next one is the shaded area. Okay, so here you can see these are the shaded areas. Okay, so this shaded area around the regression line represents the confidence interval. Typically, usually the confidence interval will be 95%. Okay, so if you want, like, this is even more, if you wanted to write the code, like if you want a 99% of the confidence level, then we have to write the code for that. Okay, So this is by default, it is a 95% confidence that the true regression line would fall within the shaded area. Okay, so the wider the shaded area, the less precise the estimate is. So always we will not go with the 99% or 99.9%. Okay, it will not give you a precise result. And also you can see the scatter plot. Okay, these are the scattered, these scatters, some marks are there, no? So the blue cross marks represents the actual data point. These show the observation sales for each customer. So for every customer, it is showing the observation. I have only this much record. As I told, for a better visual and faster visual, I'm just going with the fewer records. So if you have like if you have more than 100,000, 10,000 records, you can see some clustered data here. Okay, it will be very nearer. Okay, so the concentration of data points can give you an idea about the distribution for of your sample. Okay, so here you can see it is a sample, and here since I'm going very simple data, so you cannot see the clustered point here. Okay, so in this plot, the data points appear to be fairly spread out across the range. That is the customer age, because it's you can see the difference between each and every sales are really spread out. It's not very close. So here you can see it is little close. Okay, without like it is not showing any specific area to be focused. And you might notice some points that are far away from the general trend for the regression line. So might be you can think about this far away, very extremely outside. Okay, which we call it as an outlier or an anomaly. So this regression plot will definitely help you to understand the outliers or anomaly, which is extremely out. Okay, which is not giving you which on that particular data you have to be very specific and concentrating, because that may affect your model if you are creating a machine learning model or something. And the tighter the data points around the regression line, the stronger the relationship between the two labels. So here you can see these are the shades and the regression line. So you can see few data points, so this shows a stronger relationship between the two variables, and a wide spread of data points around the regression line, as you can see here. Okay, which really suggest something different. Okay, so this is how actually this works. This regression point, from a basic regression point, you can understand various understanding, like you can get various insights from this. And the regression line can be used to make prediction about sales for the customer age. From this one image, you can understand various points. Okay, so what in the from the for if you are into any say if you are into any product based thing. Okay, if imagine that it is a cloth products, like your this particular thing is selling a cloth product, so you can understand that okay, the age between 20 to 45 are more likely to give you more sales than above 50. So what you can do is you can concentrate only on that particular age gaps, and you can just and you can give more discounts, you can give like additional coupons or something. Okay, which I'm not telling like you should not think about 55. So I'm just is telling you the prediction which happened in this particular thing. Okay, so this you can use it for the prediction about the sales given for a particular customer age. However, given the spread of the data points and the confidence interval, prediction would come with a fair amount of uncertainty, because this data is not enough for creating a regression plot. But the data, if you are really using it in your real-time environment, that will definitely give you a better insight. So this regression plot suggests a negative relationship between the customer age and the sales. Okay, so this is what you can create a regression plot out of it. So we have seen how Python visuals break the mold of standard visual offering in the Power BI. So you can create a regression line, which is really a big thing, right? And you now understand when to use Python to create highly specialized visual and ensure your analysis isn't limited by a visual constraint. So see, I have only these much visual in your Python. You don't need to worry about it. Okay. If you want to go ahead and show some predictions or some forecast, then definitely you can make use of Python. Even if you are not a pro in Python, don't worry. You just start understanding. It is very easy. Okay, Python is really easy. It's you can see the same thing. Only one line we have changed. SNS.regplot. That's it. Other than everything is same. Okay, only it is very easy to understand. Okay, so this is what we have understand, and with Python, which will empower more impactful and engaging insights for all your data and your needs, visual needs. So start exploring the world of Python library like Matplotlib, Seaborn, or Plotly, or everything. And I'll share the resources as you all are having a lot of doubts and eager to learn this. I'll start sharing more in LinkedIn, or probably in further sessions. I'll be giving you more engaging content on the same things.
No, it was very engaging. I mean, like after the first time, also very impressive because first thing I started with my career with Power BI, and then I've used a lot. But then integration with Power BI with the Python was something very, very new and very interesting that we can use it in the examples which you showed to us. Really, really impressed by the you shared to us, and you stop every place, and then you able to answer all the questions. Now, there's obviously there's not everything people will know, but if you can share something about the enterprise use cases with
Sure.
Python, will be very, very good for us to understand. That is,
Sure.
but really, really thankful that this was so good.
Thank you.
All my organizers just telling that like, wow, it's so good and explaining so clearly. So thanks, Gopati, for your time and amazing session. I would say like one of the most very interesting sessions I've come across in after long time.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, and we will soon. I'll soon meet you all with another best engaging session. And thank
Yeah.
you for all for your support and interaction. So that is what basically I usually need it. And please share the question. Like if you have any questions, and if the time is, if we have time, that is why I have just completed little soon. I'm sorry about it.
No,
Very
so
nice
that
session.
one question from Pawan. Pawan, you could unmute and ask your question.
Uh, Nice session, Gomati.
Thank
I
you.
just want to explore Power BI. So I tried to install right now the Power Python. But I was. Do you need to give the root folder where the Python
Yes,
is
yes.
installed?
If you want me to help, I can help right now because I think we have 10 more minutes. But if
Yeah.
you want to continue with the other session, I don't want to interrupt. If you can share your screen. I can definitely help you out. SQL
Okay.
Server table data, you can share your screen. SQL Server table data, you can connect it directly in the Power BI. I think someone is asking, I'm not sure about the name, I'm sorry. So here you have the get data, right? Whether my screen is shared. Okay, 1 minute, I'll just answer your question. Yeah, you have to find the root directory where your Python is installed. Can you just see your Python where it is installed? Yeah, you can open the file location. Right side, you can see open file location. You can copy this.
Okay.
No, just click there, double click there. Okay, copy this. Control A and copy. Yeah. No, Control Z.
Okay. Oh,
Control Z. No problem. Control copy. Control C. Okay, go to there. Go there. Your Python. Paste it here. Other. Just go with another. Click on that other. Yeah, paste it here. Okay. Valid directory. Try browsing. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. Just hold on. I'm just seeing my thing. Is there? It is expecting anything else? So 1 minute. Options.
Or maybe Pawan, you can have
maybe
give
maybe
the
I can.
link.
2 minutes.
You
Yeah.
can sync up with the
Okay. Okay.
Three double
and then
one. 1 minute.
she can troubleshoot
Yeah.
later on.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean,
Okay. Sure. Okay. We
It
can.
is showing start menu programs and all. I think, yeah, I can troubleshoot. I can show
Okay. Okay.
you that
Okay. Okay.
It is taking from a different one. I'll share the link. Like
Okay.
you can connect with me. Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Uh, Gomit, if you maybe share your LinkedIn profile, it's easier for people to
Yeah.
connect with
1
you.
minute.
Yeah.
1 minute. Just stay with me. I'm just opening everything. Yeah. Few questions are there. Meanwhile, I can just. I'm sharing my link. Okay, the amazing session. Thank you, Nikila. How we can connect SQL? I'll just take 1 minute to show that. Gomati, can you provide details to learn more? Yeah, definitely. I'll provide details on how to. Even I'm in a learning phase, but anyhow, I'll just whatever I'm learning, I'll just share it with you. Don't worry. So I think you can see my screen, right, everyone? So if you want to connect with the Excel file, you have this. Okay, on the connection itself, you can see on the home tab, you can see SQL Server. You can directly connect it here. Or else if you want to go with the data, get data, you can click on more. And here you can see various data sources like see all files, database. So since our SQL comes under database, if you're you can click here and you can see all the database which are possible. Okay, Access, IBM, everything, Fabric, platform. So you can connect it directly. I hope I answered your question, Murali. Thank you, Murali. Yeah. Any other queries? Are we running out of time? Welcome.
No, it's okay. You can take more time.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot
If
of
you
people
have,
have questions and all, so it's
yeah.
interesting for people to understand how it's working.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Any questions you can ask me. I'm here to help you out. If you don't have question, yeah.
Sony,
Yes,
in
please.
Yatna particularly.
Okay. I think Murali, can you please mute? If you're asking me question, are you asking question? Okay.
Anyone have questions you can ask because maybe
If
some
you have
noise.
questions, yes. Sorry.
Sorry. I mean, it's like if people have questions, please ask because we going to close down soon. So I mean, just want to have one last question from Gomiti, so it's easier for to everyone to understand, right? So
Yeah.
please unmute your mic and then ask the last question, please.
I'll wait for 1 more minute. If you have question, ask, or else I will clear the error from Pawan, like what he's getting. Thank you, Vijayalakshmi.
Uh, One thing I want to just share, please um, do the survey for all three. It's very important for us to understand how the people are doing and the speakers, wonderful speakers, are doing anything which you think that we want to improve. They have to improve. Or please, this is important for us to share. So as we have shared on all the three links, please do the survey. It's important for us to do better.
If you don't have queries, can I take 3 minutes of time to check out the Pawan's configuration, or do you want to start the next session?
No, we are end with this today's session. So if
Okay.
we want to troubleshoot with Pawan, we have some time, maybe 2-3 minutes, and then
Yeah,
we can
because
just
everyone will understand, right? Because this
yeah how
phase
it
where
works.
everyone will face the challenge. Pawan, can you please share your screen? I'm sorry,
1 moment.
if you can. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to reach you on LinkedIn. Okay.
Okay.
No
Can you
problem.
open the folder like where you got? Yeah, open the file location. Okay, Windows SSD. Okay. Can you right click? So you have installed it, right? You have double click and
Mm.
install. Yeah.
So
We have to
now
understand the
again, I
idle.
think he need to right click and property
Yeah.
again
If
on
you have
this exe.
installed. Okay. No, properties.
Yeah,
Right click
this
on that
path.
Python.
No, this path, Python slash
Yeah, right
code.
click and go to the properties. Is there no or alt enter? Can you copy this? No, .exe it won't come.
No, he
We need
was
the
doing the
location.
right thing. Open file location, and from there he will get the path. Yeah, this is the path
Can
actually.
you copy the above one, like this PC volume? Yeah, copy this and paste it there. Thank you for helping. I don't know the name. I'm sorry. No, 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 no. You can even you can select it. Control A, Control P. Yeah. Yes. Click OK. Yes. Now can you please? You have to restart it. Can you please restart? Click OK. You can save it and please restart it because this is another thing. Sorry, I missed to tell. So whenever you are changing the configuration, not only Python, if you are enabling some new feature in Python, just save it. Try to restart it so that it will properly, the configuration will properly set. I can share the command the program which I have used. No, I can share that. Do you know this data set? I hope I cannot share the data set here. Attachment. Attachment is not possible. You can use the sample data. Try sample semantic model. No, there is a okay, add data to your report. You can see add data to your report. Right side, rightmost. Try sample semantic model. Yes. Load sample data. Load sample data. Great. Okay. Click on that first one. Financials. Click load. The data will be clean, so don't worry. You can directly use it. I have shared the code in your like in the comment. You can get the code and you can use one measure and one attribute. First, use the Python visual. Add the Python visual from the right side. Okay. Py is there, no? Py.
Okay.
Yes, great. Enable. So this is here is where you have to enable. I think someone has asked the question, no? How did you get the enable? Whenever you're trying, you are adding the Python visual for the first time, it will show you enable. Okay. Now click on the right side on the data pane. Yeah. Click add the sales and probably segment. You can go with the segment. One measure and one dimension we needed. Click on the segment or country, anything, either way. Copy the code from the command and you have to just change the X and Y axis as a sales and segment. I think you have selected three. Just you go with the two because it's a violin plot. It will give you a better, yeah, any one dimension. Yeah. Now we can copy the code from the comment, sorry, chat. Okay. We're doing it very fast. Yeah, great. So x-axis, you can go with a say a country. In see sns.violin plot. No, you have. You can change that to country. SNS dot 15th line. 15th
Okay.
line.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. SA. Sorry, country. Sorry. COUNTRY and Y is sales. Now we can execute it. Don't bother about the title. Let it be like we have to check whether it is working. Just play this like execute it, run
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dot show is missing, I believe.
Yeah, sorry. You can click on the error to see. Yeah, good catch. plt.show. Open and close curly brace. You can play this. I think you have to install Cbon. Can you click on the C details? There in the visual. It's there in the visual. No, just see the detail, what error it is showing. Let us see. Yes. Okay, by default, it has been, that particular thing has been selected. Python script error, traceback, module, matplotlib is not found. You can go and install matplotlib, cbon, everything. Go to command prompt, COM. Okay. pip, sorry, install matplotlib. Enter. You have to install cbon as well. Okay, for few things it is already satisfied. Great. Okay, now install pip, install cbon, SEABOR. Can you check run now and see like whether it is working? Close and again you can execute it. Okay, can you see check that? See the details? No, initially whenever we are executing, no, we will get a lot of error. Sales for Y, an entry, this name does not appear in the data. Okay, can you just go to the data? Scroll the first line of the code. Python script. Okay, SA alias. Mm. Can you give that? Can you delete the space which is there between the open curly brace and the sales? SA alias. Okay, can you execute now? Click there. Let us see like sales for Y. Sales is there. Okay. Not
Okay, I
in the
think
data
if
set.
you give some reference, I can follow.
Yeah. You
We
can
can
just
follow.
scroll down. No,
Okay.
it is the problem with the code itself. Just one more try, we will just see, or else I'll give you the reference. No problem. I have to create the reference. There is no reference anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I can definitely help you out. No problem. Just
Mm-hmm.
scroll down. Let us see the sales. It is not accepting. Mm,
I think one space extra after sales. Y equal to sales in
Yeah, I
inverted
was
comma
expecting this. There's some space there in the
after sales.
after sales.
no on the
Excess.
top also. Um,
So this is the problem with Python. It will not accept everything easily.
there's country, right? Country and sales. Okay, just try. Then we can just try to because I have one
Yeah.
question,
Just yeah.
one thing to share as well.
Okay.
Okay, so Pawan and we will. I think Gomathi will give some references to that.
Yes.
Now I have something to share as well, and what I want to about what you have to do here is we have a lot of sessions tomorrow.
Okay.
We have lot of sessions. So from Copilot to advanced visualization in Power BI, amazing stuff there coming. So please join from 9 to a.m. to 3 p.m. IST. And one more thing which I want to share is about um, the the survey, right? So please do the survey. Why I'm taking the survey? Because what you have to do, just click on the survey and enter the details of yours, and click on the location and search for Delhi. So it easy for that we can, because we are doing around 100 plus countries. So if you do the Delhi, at least it's recorded, then everyone able to know. The Microsoft team will also know that there are a lot of things are happening there. So please there, click on that and then click or India and select it. And then put your name, right? Example, the for Gomati session is session name was what is announced Power BI. So you put the session, put some comments here, anything we're doing. I mean, I'm going to send one because it's one of the very interesting sessions I've seen. Then do the similar thing for the Nandeep and also for Cable. You have the details. If no doubt, just put the name, the Azure API or for cable and one for Nandeep for Power Apps and Azure OpenAI. So just if you don't know name, just put something which is easy for people to know what you think. And please put for all three is easier, and then we get some feedback. Please to do it. It's very important, and then we give some 5 minutes more so that people can have time to fill there. All three, please. Right. So that is the only thing which I want to share. That's very important for us to give some feedback for all the speakers. Okay. Gomati, I mean, one of the very interesting sessions I have seen after many months. So thanks for that feedback. And I think I will see more sessions from you later on.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. So guys, I'm going to stop the recording and just want to share that we are